There is breaking news overnight in Dane County after a home exploded. What authorities are saying about the cause and what happened to the person inside.
Plus, new information on the crash in Dodge County, including the names of the teenagers killed.
And temperatures are off to a chilly start. We're still at 50 degrees. We'll talk about when we'll see warmer nighttime temperatures.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us here on News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Shane Hogan. It's been a busy Wednesday morning as we've been following some breaking news just out of Middleton. We'll get a live report from Josh Sprider on that coming up in just a few minutes.
Savannah's on the patio tracking a chilly start to the morning and setting us up for the day ahead. Hey, Savannah.
Hey, guys. Yeah, good morning. Chilly start, but not as cold as what we'll see. Temperatures drop to tonight will be actually about 10 degrees below average. That's for tomorrow morning and then also Friday morning. So expect to need a jacket the next couple of mornings. We're at 50 right now in Madison, but it is cooler to our northwest, west, southwest as well. 40s there, upper 40s, but not as cold as near Black River Falls. They're down to 38 degrees. Also some patchy dense fog up near the river valley there. 42 in Camp Douglas. What you see in Camp Douglas is going to be more widespread across most of the area. So expect temperatures tonight to fall into the lower to even mid 40s out there. Good news is we'll have lots of sunshine already. Seeing that out there, there's really no clouds in sight, lots of blue, but then we're going to see some storm chances return over the weekend as well. That's also when our humidity levels are going to rise, so mild and quiet until then. Temperatures are also going to warm up as early as Friday, but guys, more specifically, Sunday could be the day to watch.
All right, Savannah, thank you. Now, back to that breaking news from overnight. One person is dead after a fire and explosion at a home. It all happened on Capitol View Road last night.
That's in the town of Springfield, just outside of Middleton. Our Josh Sprider is live at the scene this morning with the latest information. Hey, Josh.
Hey, good morning, guys. Capitol View Road is back open at this hour. That's where we're standing right now. To give you an idea of where this home is, this is just northwest of the Middleton Airport, and there's not much left at this hour other than a few hot spots and some debris from overnight. You can still see that smoke at this hour. Of course, this scene much quieter now than it was just a few hours ago. Take a look at this video from the scene our crews captured earlier this morning. It all started around 11 o'clock last night. The Dane County Sheriff's Office believes the fire set off ammunition inside the home, which is why residents nearby were reporting sounds of gunfire at that time. Here's Dane County Sheriff Calvin Barrett on the efforts to put those flames out.
Fire scenes arrived on scene and are battling the flames. They were able to put out the flames eventually, and now they are in the process of making the scene safe for future or for further investigation into this incident.
Officials do not yet know the cause of this fire. They have not made contact with the residents of the home, but as mentioned, we do know one person was killed in this incident. Back out here live this morning, crews do remain on the scene. Firefighters have actually left for now to get a little rest. They're going to be out here a little bit later on today when DCI arrives to help with this investigation due to the nature of this incident. So a long investigation ahead. But Chris and Shane, as you can see behind me, there is nothing left of that home this morning.
Yeah, tragic situation happening there in the town of Springfield. Josh, thank you for the latest information this morning. We were the first to break this story overnight, bringing it directly to you on the Channel 3000 mobile app and on our website. We will continue providing updates about this incident throughout the morning. You can follow along right here on News 3 Now or with the free mobile app. Also new this morning, Monroe County is experiencing an outage affecting 911 calls.
The county's 911 communications division first reported that outage around 9:45 last night. The technical problem affects calls from both landlines and mobile phones. So here's the number you should call this morning. The county has rerouted the 911 number so folks can get through to somebody, but callers who can't get through on 911 can call the Monroe County dispatch line. That's the number up on your screen. It's 608-269-6333.
Now to continuing coverage of the Dodge County fatal crash. We now know the identities of the victims. They've been identified as current La Follette High School students and current and former Sun Prairie East students. The Dodge County Sheriff's Office says 19-year-old Luis Gamillo and 18-year-old Alex Hernandez, 17-year-old Eric Gamillo Calzada, and 16-year-old Yvonne Herrera were killed when their vehicle failed to stop at a stop sign and then being hit by a semi.
Now, this crash happened at the intersection of Highway 1660 and County Road Double T east of Columbus. Gamillo Caldaza was an 11th grader at Sun Prairie East High School, while Luis Gamillo and Alex Hernandez graduated from there last year. The Madison School District says Herrera was a sophomore at La Follette High School. Herrera's sister, Joseline, was the only survivor and is still in the hospital. We're hearing from interim MMSD Superintendent Lisa Kvisted on the news that a district student was among those killed. She says the Madison Metropolitan School District is devastated by the loss of a La Follette High School sophomore, Yvonne Herrera, and the other victims of Tuesday's automobile accident in Dodge County. We collectively struggle to process the enormity of this tragedy and are focused on providing assistance and support to all students, staff, and families who need it. Yvonne was a bright light at La Follette, someone who radiated selflessness and kindness. He'll forever be a Lancer, and his legacy at the school will live on in all those whose hearts he touched as a student, classmate, and friend.
Time is 6:05. Wisconsin's top elected Republican is facing another recall attempt. State Assembly Speaker Robin Vos is once again under fire from a group of pro-Trump conservatives who failed to reach the needed signatures to recall him once before. This over Vos's refusal to impeach Megan Wolf, who oversaw the 2020 election in Wisconsin. Now this group claims to have enough signatures to trigger the recall. Whether that is true or not will be left up to a bipartisan Wisconsin Elections Commission, which rejected the first attempt.
Former President Donald Trump's fate in his so-called hush money trial in Manhattan is now likely in the hands of the jury. It follows yesterday's marathon closing arguments. It took 8 hours for the defense and prosecutors to make their final appeals to the 12 jurors. Now deliberations could begin as soon as today. CBS News' Naomi Ruckham has more from New York.
Today, Judge Juan Merchan gives instructions to the jury, and then they'll begin deliberations in former President Donald Trump's Manhattan criminal trial.
We'll see how it goes.
Trump is charged with 34 felony counts of falsifying business records to reimburse ex-fixer and key prosecution witness Michael Cohen, who paid adult film star Stormy Daniels $130,000 to keep quiet about an alleged sexual encounter in the lead-up to the 2016 election, all of which Trump denies. In his 3-hour closing arguments, defense lawyer Todd Blanche attacked Cohen's credibility, calling him the gloat, greatest liar of all time.
The jurors, by closing arguments, really have a pretty good idea of how they feel about the case. They are looking strictly at what's the evidence? What do I need in order to do my job?
Prosecutor Joshua Steinglass argued that the case is about Trump, not Cohen. In his 5-hour closing, Steinglass pointed to the evidence his side presented, including other witnesses and documents.
I'm very concerned.
Outside the courthouse, actor Robert De Niro railed against Trump while representing the Biden-Harris campaign.
This is the time to stop him by voting him out once and for all.
Apparently he needs attention because it's been a while since he's cranked out a good movie.
Trump's children came to his defense and made a show of support inside the courtroom. Naomi Ruckham, CBS News, New York.
If the jury finds Trump guilty, the judge could sentence the former president to time behind bars, though the judge said yesterday that is not required.
To more campaign 2024 news, the FBI, along with other federal agencies, say crime nationwide is down, but voters aren't sold on that. In a CBS News poll, 63% of registered voters say the issue is a major factor in who they'll vote for in November. John Gramlich from the Pew Research Center says there is a disconnect between the data and how it lands with voters.
Perception is almost as important as the reality in a lot of ways. Even if crime stats show a decline, if people are concerned about crime, they might vote on that concern. And so it does have real political implications.
The Pew Research Center also says that high-profile crimes or a spike in trends can sway voters' perceptions as well. Experts are also encouraging voters to call their respective law enforcement agencies and ask for real-time numbers to gauge where crime stands in their neighborhoods.
6:09 now. It's been 2 years since the state started a new system to track sexual assault kits, and the state attorney general says it's working well. The system allows survivors to track their testing kits so they know where it is and the status. The state gives them a barcode to access the information. That number is only given to the survivor, investigators, and crime lab analysts.
So that way, if you go online and find information about a kit, you wouldn't see whose kit it was. You would just see what barcode it was linked to. And so unless you're one of the few people who has that number, you're not able to get information about someone's kit. And so that's the way the system maintains people's privacy.
Since its creation, the tracking system has allowed over 3,400 survivors to follow their kits through testing.
Time now, 6:10. Savannah, what's coming up?
Guys, it's a chilly start to our morning, but we really are going to see temperatures rise. Stays below normal, but not as cold as what we're going to see tomorrow and Friday morning. We'll talk about how lower temperatures are going to be waking up.
All right, and coming up in your morning sports, another night, another round of boos for former Brewer manager Craig Counsell. We'll have highlights from Cubs Brewers coming up.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Brought to you by Toyota.
Summer's here, and with a new Toyota, you can capture all the moments that make summer, summer. Like driving a RAV4 to wade in a waterfall.
Nice.
Cruising to play mini golf in a Camry. Or taking a Tundra to the beach.
You're not going to leave me here, are you?
Right now, you can lease a sporty new Toyota RAV4 for $309 a month. See your local Toyota dealer today or visit Toyota.com to learn more.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
Get an 11% rebate on your next project at Menards. Give any room a fresh look with durable Mohawk tile. Mohawk features over 350 ceramic, porcelain, mosaic, and glass tiles. Montrose porcelain tiles are just 99 cents each after rebate. Transform your home with top appliance brands including KitchenAid, Maytag, Whirlpool, Amana, and Criterion. Save over $400 on this Whirlpool electric range after sale price and 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Certain this is gonna work?
Nothing to it.
For Imprint certain?
Certainty matters. 4imprint is your home for promo gear to wow clients and inspire your team. Check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
If you have moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease, put it in check with Rinvoq, a once daily pill.
When symptoms tried to take control, I got rapid relief and reduced fatigue with Rinvoq. Check.
When flares kept trying to slow me down, I got lasting steroid-free remission with Rinvoq. Check.
And when my doctor saw damage, Rinvoq helped visibly reduce damage of the intestinal lining. Check.
For both UC and Crohn's, rapid symptom relief, lasting steroid-free remission.
And visibly reduced damage. Check, check, and check.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal. Cancers, including lymphoma and skin. Heart attack, stroke, and GI tears occurred. People 50 and older with a heart disease risk factor have an increased risk of death. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Put UC and Crohn's in check and keep them there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq and learn how AbbVie can help you save.
I thought with everything going on, we could all use a little smile break. So this one is on Gruber Law Offices. You're welcome. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Ordinary is the opposite of beautiful. Beauty drops our jaws, dilates our eyes, and beauty is something we can create right now at Floor & Decor.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
We're back 6:13 on a Wednesday morning. I'm Josh Breiter on the scene of breaking news in the town of Springfield. We are just northwest of the Middleton Airport along Capitol View Road this morning, where one person was killed overnight in this home explosion. This is a look at the scene right now, much quieter than it was a few hours ago. But you can see that home, nothing left of it other than some smoke and hot spots this morning. Fire crews say one person was killed in this explosion. We do not know who that was, as crews are still investigating and trying to to contact the homeowners here. We do know that DCI has been called in to help investigate this incident due to the nature of this explosion. The Middleton Fire Chief told me earlier this morning that they will be out here later today to continue their investigation, but now they're waiting for the rest of the fire and the smoke to settle before they can continue that investigation. Of course, we'll provide you updates as soon as we can right here on News 3 Now this morning and channel3000.com. Chris and Shane.
All right, Josh, thank you.
The U.S. is suspending Palestinian aid shipments that rely on a Gaza sea route. The Pentagon says its floating pier there is damaged from recent weather. It's rushing now to repair the structure. For now, Amy Kiley reports civilians in southern Gaza are largely on their own.
We are scared for ourselves and for our children. The U.S. says it's suspending use of a maritime corridor it's been using to get aid to civilians in southern Gaza. The Pentagon says its $320 million floating pier there sustained damage yesterday and over the weekend.
Due to high sea states and a North African weather system, a portion of the Trident Pier separated from the pier that is currently anchored into the coast of Gaza.
Officials say the repairs could take more than a week, and that's on top of the time needed to re-anchor the structure on the coast. For now, U.S. aid says thousands and thousands of tons of supplies are waiting on the nearby island of Cyprus.
Upon completion of the pier, repair and reassembly, the intention is to re-anchor the temporary pier to the coast of Gaza and resume humanitarian aid to the people who need it most.
Officials say airdrops continue where possible, but land crossings are often closed or bottlenecked.
It was never intended to supplant what you can do on the ground through trucks and getting those crossings open.
The supply trouble comes as Israel's offensive in southern Gaza continues to threaten civilians. Israel says they should flee north, but many are skeptical of the latest so-called safe zone.
Where else can we go? Where would the next displacement be?
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
The White House says Israel has not crossed its red line despite an airstrike that killed dozens on Sunday. An official says it would take a widespread ground invasion in Rafah for the U.S. to reduce support for its ally.
Time now is 6:16. Savannah Brito is here with your first warn weather. Hey, Savannah.
Hey guys, thank you. Temperatures for the most part across Dane County, lower 50s, upper 40s, 50 in Deerfield and Sun Prairie. That's where we sit in Madison. 48 in Cross Plains. Most of our temperatures out there tomorrow are going to be confined to the lower to mid 40s actually. So it isn't as chilly right now compared to what we're going to see over the next couple of days. So cool nights and then also cool starts to our mornings ahead Thursday and Friday. Looking at that specifically, but it's going to be calm and sunny, below average in the afternoon as well up until then. Friday into Saturday, that would be our next minor chance of showers. I think we're really going to have to watch the second half of the weekend into early next week. It definitely looks like we're going to get more active. That's also when humidity levels are going to rise. When you have dew points between 50 and 60 degrees, you can see today and tomorrow, not even on the chart, that's when it feels comfortable outside. But then you get to the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and then even into Monday, and you see dew points really start to rise. When they do become above 60, between 60 and 65, that's when it feels a little humid out there, but we could see dew points even rise above 65 degrees. That would be more likely as we head into the second half of this upcoming weekend and early next week. That's when they're really going to become more humid. So we unfortunately are going to see humidity patterns rise and also storm chances return. So today, as we head into the weekend, closer to the weekend, that's when temperatures are going to be closer to where we should be. Friday, actually exactly where we should be. Saturday, we're going to be a degree cooler than that. So lower to mid 70s Friday and Saturday. But then over the weekend, Sunday, that's when temperatures are going to warm a lot. 81, our average high heading into the 2nd of June. That's when temperatures should be at 75 degrees. So we're near normal, at least Friday and Saturday. Temperatures warm even more. I think our weather pattern is going to get more active though for the weekend, and then that's also when temperatures are going to remain at least Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Close to the 80-degree mark, there's a chance that we could see a couple areas rise into the mid-80s. Looks like we'll cool down a little bit Thursday and Friday, but even that 79 and 78 is above average.
Not a warm welcome back Monday for Craig Counsell in his first appearance back at AmFam Field since leaving Milwaukee for that team in Chicago. But it's a welcome the former manager knew was coming. His reaction to all the boos, quote, "We laughed about it." Well, the boos were still there, but not for that man. Ninth inning, Brewers down a run, but not if Willie Adames has anything to say about it. He rips one to left to score Christian Yelich, and we would head to extras. But in the 10th, the Cubs put on a clinic in the batter's box, scoring 5 runs to win. Brewers fall 6-3 the final. Staying on the diamond, the Mallards got their first win of the year thanks to an offensive explosion. They beat the Express at the Duck Pond 18-10. Well, let's kick it. Oregon hosting the Clinton-Turner Co-op in a Division II regional semifinal, and the Panthers got off to a fast start. Olivia Miller dribbles through 2 defenders, and then rips one corner pocket to put the home team up 5-0 6 minutes into the game. And Oregon wasn't done. Not even a minute later, the Panthers were on the attack again. This time, it's Cameron Lang sending one into the back of the net as Oregon advances to Saturday's regional final. And that's it for Morning Sports. Have a great day.
Thank you, Zach. Still ahead, why remote jobs may soon be a thing of the past.
And coming up in our next half hour, a challenge to Wisconsin's Act 10, the case teachers and other public workers are trying to make. We'll also have an update on our breaking news outside of Middleton after a home exploded overnight. We're back after this.
Eric Franke, News 3 Now at 5, 6, and 10. Moving forward.
Don't miss A1 Furniture's Memorial Day sale. $1 million in inventory must be sold. 2-piece sofa and love seat or sectional only $9.99. Recliners from $2.99. Lift recliners $9.99. No interest financing for 12 months. Only at A1 Furniture.
Ruggability. We straight made that word up. How else to describe the otherwise indescribable, rugged, capable, incredible versatility and affordability of a Honda SUV? Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com calls Honda the best value brand. Car and Driver calls Honda the winningest brand in 10 best history. But we like ruggability, and you'll like the incredifantabulous deals, so see your Wisconsin Heartland Honda dealer today. Honda gets Wisconsin.
Save on new Champion windows during replacement window season. Now is the best time to buy new Champion windows, because when you buy 2, you get 2 free.
If your windows are drafty, ugly, or broken, your home needs our windows. We design, build, install, and guarantee it for life. We have enough hands to help you every step of the way.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Thanks.
Buy 2, get 2 won't last long. Call or schedule online at getchampionwindows.com.
When migraine strikes, you're faced with a choice. Accept the trade-offs of treating or push through the pain and symptoms. With Ubrelvy, there's another option. 1 dose quickly stops migraine in its tracks. Treat it anytime, anywhere, without worrying where you are or if it's too late. Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Allergic reactions to Ubrelvy can happen. Most common side effects were nausea and sleepiness. Migraine pain relief starts with you. Ask about Ubrelvy. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
Teens have drama.
1 more minute.
Braces add more drama.
Oh, how does anyone do this?
Invisalign is better oral hygiene and no drama.
Tina, the Tina Turner Musical. See her triumphant story and prepare to be ecstatically blown away. Direct from Broadway. Playing June 11th through 16th at Overture Center. Tickets at overture.org.
It's only paint. It's only paint that comes in an award-winning twist and pour container. It's only paint that can cover the brightest shade of orange known to mankind in just 1 coat. It's only paint that will inspire you to write your masterpiece. It's only paint that will help you become TV's hottest writer, where one day you'll meet this guy who starred in that thing. So yeah, it's only paint. Only easy opening, smooth pouring, change your life both professionally and romantically. Paint.
It's A1 Furniture's Memorial Day sale on now. Incredible prices on Spring Air mattresses. Queen size from $2.99. Get a free adjustable base with purchase of mattress $9.99 or more. Only at the A1 Furniture and Mattress Memorial Day sale.
We're back at 6:24. Linda sent us a really cool picture of an Oriole.
Got it. Nailed it. Confident, too. Man, just went right for it.
It makes me nervous to do that, you know, because I don't know birds that well.
You crushed
really
that
cool
one.
Picture. Thanks, Linda, for sharing your morning with us. Shane, what are we talking about today?
Okay, we are talking about returning to the office. I'm sure some of you are shaking in your boots at home because remote work is a battle between workers and managers. And who do you think's winning this battle right now?
You know, it's hard to overcome those managers.
It sure is.
It's tough.
Sure is. Well, according to job site ladders, most excuse me, high-paying jobs are now in office jobs.
Right. You know, it's just the trend that they're seeing now. Ladders reports less than 4% of roles that pay more than $250 grand a year are fully remote. Fewer than 1% are hybrid. Experts say that's rolling downhill as managers in the office want their workers there as well. They frequently cite things like cohesion, mentorship, and innovation as justification for bringing those workers back. However, many analysts say that the actual reasons are much simpler. Control and attachment on how things were in the past. It's been a swift change from 2021 when ladders declared remote work is here to stay.
I mean, you know, it's a trend. It's exactly what you said. It's a trend, and I think a lot of folks who have gotten used to, you know, doing their laundry on their lunch hour at home are like, this is really good for my life. And you know, I think if it works and the work is at the same quality, why not? I'm not in charge of these kinds of things.
Definitely not.
So I get it. I get it why people want people in the office, but you know, it's interesting.
Yeah, I think we're correcting to the overcorrection from before, and we're finding our sweet spot. All right, Savannah, real quick, what do you got coming up?
Yeah, guys, the bus stop forecast, sunny and cool. Find out if these temperatures are going to stick around or if we'll see a warm up.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
It can bear over 4,000 times its own weight. And that's just the door hinge. Sturdy design down to the smallest detail, the Taos. Visit your Volkswagen dealer today and get 0% APR financing or a $1,500 customer bonus on a new 2024 Taos.
Need inspiration? Shop Pick and Save. For over 30,000 mouth-watering choices. Plus, savings like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. Pick and Save is worth it every time. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Hanson's windows, roofing, siding, gutters, bathtubs, and showers are guaranteed. Get 60% off installation or enjoy no interest and no payments for 2 years.
Call 1-800-Hansons. Get it done.
My moderate to severe plaque psoriasis held me back. Now with Sky Rizzy, I'm all in with clearer skin.
Things are getting clearer. I feel free to bear my skin, yeah, that's all me. Nothing is everything. Whoa.
With Sky Rizzy, 3 out of 4 people achieved 90% clearer skin at 4 months. And most people were clearer even at 5 years. Sky Rizzy is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, had a vaccine, or plan to.
Now's the time. Ask your doctor about Sky Rizzy, the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
One call, that's all.
مكتب محاماة جروبر مكالمة واحدة هذا كل شيء.
جروبر 律师馆一个电话就够了. محامية جروبر هالمر نسوع. Oficina Gruber Law. Una llamada, nada más.
Ufficio degli avvocati Gruber. Ci vuole solo una chiamata.
No matter how you say it, it's always one call, that's all.
Oh, hey. I'm your celebrity spokesperson for Zeem, the new way to stream local news, sports, and events from all over the country.
But Zeem speaks for itself. It doesn't need a celebrity spokesperson to tell you to download Zeem. Besides, an ex-teen idol like myself might resort to pandering gimmicks.
You're too smart for that. Let's cut to the Zine logo before I do some sexy overdramatic ending, huh? Zine. Always local, always free.
The Jetta received a 5-star overall safety rating, so if you stars get in, we could also say it has a 5-star interior.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I thought it was a good idea.
Visit your Volkswagen dealer today and get 2.9% APR financing or a $1,000 customer bonus on a new 2024 Jetta.
Breaking news overnight. We are live this morning outside of a home in Dane County that exploded overnight. We are live with what authorities are saying about what happened and what happened to the person inside.
And it is a cool start to the morning thanks to our clear skies. Not as cool as tomorrow morning, though.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. Thanks for joining us here on a Wednesday. I'm Shane Hogan.
I'm Chris Stanford. Those first looks at that home explosion from overnight, it's really incredible, really a devastating and destructive scene there.
Yeah, tragic this morning just outside of Middleton. Josh Breider will be giving us a live report coming up in just a few minutes, but first we're going to start with a check on our weather.
Savannah's on the patio. Chilly start today. Some areas still in the 40s.
Yeah, some areas, guys, are still in the 40s, upper 40s locally across Dane County and near 50 degrees. That's where Madison sits right now. But outside of that, in southern Wisconsin, there are more widespread 40s, and that's exactly what we're going to see out there tomorrow morning. So both Thursday and Friday mornings, the end of our work week heading into the weekend, we are going to see cool nighttime temperatures. We're at 50 in Madison. That's been the temperature pretty much all morning long here. 49, though, in Sauk City. Check out Black River Falls. They were actually in the upper 30s, now at 40 degrees. That sunshine is slowly starting to help warm things. That's going to be the pattern today. Sunny and cool, so you might want a jacket early this morning. You're not going to need that necessarily by later this afternoon. Maybe a sweatshirt or long sleeve shirt. Temperatures are going to top out in the upper 60s. So sunshine continues even for your day tomorrow. Cooler weather sticks with us at least until Friday. Friday and Saturday temperatures start warming up a little bit closer to normal, but Sunday, that'll be the day to watch. Temperatures could top out in the lower 80s. That's also when some storm chances are going to return heading into the weekend. And guys, it is going to be humid, unfortunately, for the second half of this upcoming weekend as well.
All right, Savannah, thank you. Back to the breaking news this morning. One person is dead after a fire and explosion at a home in the town of Springfield overnight.
That road was closed for several hours. Capitol View Road, it was closed. It reopened earlier this morning. We're not sure for how long, though. Our Josh Breider got to the scene earlier this morning. He has been assessing the situation. Josh, what can you tell us?
Hey, good morning, guys. Just to give you an idea of where we are this morning, like you mentioned, this is Capitol View Road. This is just northwest of the Middleton Airport. So that gives you an idea of just how close this was to Middleton itself. This is the town of Springfield, and this home behind us was completely destroyed. Now that the sun has come up, we're getting an idea of just how much damage was done, and this home was leveled in that explosion and fire. Take a look at the scene video from earlier this morning that our crews captured. This gives you an idea of just how big of a situation this was for firefighters and deputies responding last night. Those flames and smoke could be seen for miles. The Dane County Sheriff's Office believes the fire set off ammunition inside the home, which is why nearby residents were reporting sounds of gunfire at that time. There were no shots fired during this incident, according to the sheriff. Here's what we know so far. The first call came in about the explosion and fire around 11 o'clock last night. By the time firefighters arrived, the home was completely on fire. I'm told it was destroyed in the incident, and one person was found dead. That person's identity has not been told yet. They are still trying to get in contact with the homeowners here. Crews do remain on scene and will be for much of the day investigating the cause. The Middleton Fire Chief also tells me that DCI has been called in to assist in this investigation due to the nature of this incident. Back out here live this morning, a much quieter scene right now, just a deputy on scene right now. Firefighters have gone to rest up a little bit. It was a long night for all of those crews, including the Middleton Fire Department, but all of these surrounding crews as well. They'll be back out here later this morning to continue the investigation, but now they're just waiting for the fire and that smoke to completely go out before they can continue that investigation. So still a long process out here in the town of Springfield. Chris and Shane.
All right, Josh Breider, thank you. We were first to break this story overnight, bringing it directly to you on the Channel 3000 app and our website. We'll continue to provide updates about the incident throughout the morning. Again, finding out the identity of the person killed in this fire and what the cause of that explosion was. You can follow along right here on News 3 Now and our free mobile app.
Also developing this morning, all lanes on I-94 are back open after a deadly crash last night. The 3-vehicle crash killed 1 person and injured 2 more. It happened just after 7 o'clock at mile marker 277 in Jefferson County. The Wisconsin Department of Transportation says someone was heading east, left the road, crossed the median, and then struck westbound traffic. The 2 people who were hurt are expected to survive. We're taking a live look where those cars crashed last night. You can see, again, all lanes open, traffic moving well this morning. They were closed until about 2:30 this morning. We don't know the names of those individuals involved just yet. DOT says this incident is still under investigation.
This morning, social workers, counselors, and psychologists are available to help students at La Follette High School. Yesterday, the principal confirmed 2 students were involved in that Memorial Day crash that killed 4 teenagers. It was 4 o'clock Monday morning on Memorial Day. The driver of a truck went through a stop sign at the intersection of County Highway T and State Highway 1660. A semi that hit the truck, killing 4 of the 5 teenagers in the truck. Those teens were La Follette sophomore Yvonne Herrera, Sun Prairie East junior Eric Gamillo Calzana, and Sun Prairie East alumni Luis Gamillo and Alex Hernandez. Luis Gamillo was the driver. Herrera's sister, a senior at La Follette, is still in the hospital this morning with injuries. The 57-year-old driver of the semi was also hurt.
And how tragic. I just feel for the families. I can't imagine the grief that they're going through at this present time.
The Dodge County Sheriff says over the last 10 years, there have been 9 crashes at this intersection. The Traffic Safety Committee has recommended changes, but the DOT has yet to approve those.
Now to another deadly crash. 2 people are recovering and 1 person is dead after a crash on East Washington yesterday. A wrong-way driver crashed into an SUV at the intersection with Patterson. First responders shut down all outbound lanes of East Wash between South Livingston and South Brearley Streets for about 2 hours. That crash is also still under investigation.
6:36 now. A Chihuahua is dead after police say a Beloit man threw it up against a wall. 35-year-old Tyler Jeffers is out of jail this morning on a signature bond. Janesville police say that Jeffers was involved in some sort of armed incident in Illinois and then went to a home on North Parker Drive in Janesville Monday night. Police say he got upset while at that home, picked the dog up, and threw it against a wall. The dog died at an emergency vet. Jeffers is charged with mistreating an animal, causing death.
A Dane County judge says he will soon rule on a case challenging Wisconsin's Act 10. The law broadly bans public employees from collective bargaining, with exceptions for public safety employees like police and fire. Teachers and other public workers brought the suit, arguing the distinction of public safety workers in the law being unconstitutional. But Republicans say certain jobs are so critical they shouldn't be allowed to strike. During a hearing yesterday, the judge appeared skeptical of those arguments.
If I'm scratching my head saying I can't quite figure out why these people are on the general employees side when, for all practical purposes, they look like they should be in the public safety side.
Now, even though the judge said he'd make a decision in the near future, the case is almost certain to head to the state Supreme Court.
Now to continuing coverage of Donald Trump's criminal election interference trial. Jurors are going to receive instructions for deliberations today from the judge. CBS News' Naomi Ruckham has more from New York.
Today, Judge Juan Merchan gives instructions to the jury, and then they'll begin deliberations in former President Donald Trump's Manhattan criminal trial.
We'll see how it goes.
Trump is charged with 34 felony counts of falsifying business records to reimburse ex-fixer and key prosecution witness Michael Cohen, who paid adult film star Stormy Daniels $130,000 to keep quiet about an alleged sexual encounter in the lead-up to the 2016 election, all of which Trump denies. In his 3-hour closing arguments, defense lawyer Todd Blanche attacked Cohen's credibility, calling him the gloat, greatest liar of all time.
The jurors, by closing arguments, really have a pretty good idea of how they feel about the case. They are looking strictly at what's the evidence? What do I need in order to do my job?
Prosecutor Joshua Steinglass argued that the case is about Trump, not Cohen. In his 5-hour closing, Steinglass pointed to the evidence his side presented, including other witnesses and documents.
I'm very concerned.
Outside the courthouse, actor Robert De Niro railed against Trump while representing the Biden-Harris campaign.
This is the time to stop him by voting him out once and for all.
Apparently he needs attention because it's been a while since he's cranked out a good movie.
Trump's children came to his defense and made a show of support inside the courtroom. Naomi Ruckham, CBS News, New York.
If the jury finds Trump guilty, the judge could sentence the former president to time behind bars, though the judge said yesterday that is not required.
Now to an update on the West area draft plan. City staff say they're encouraging developers to look at a wider mix of apartment unit sizes and missing middle houses for different types of housing types for smaller multifamily units and duplexes. At a meeting last night, staff focused on changes made in land use from the previous public comments on open house last week. They tried to address residents' concerns about being more strict with developers.
Sometimes if the city just says no to certain projects, it would not necessarily lead landowners or developers to reevaluate the project and propose something else that might just lead to nothing happening. And with the housing crunch that we're in, that is certainly something that needs to be accounted for.
Meanwhile, the Northeast area, which includes the airport, Madison College, and East Town Mall, will be discussed at a meeting happening tonight. That's from 5 to 8 at Rindell Park. There is also a virtual meeting happening at noon. Staff will go over recommendations made in the Northeast area plan and talk about recommendations made at the virtual meeting last night. If you want to attend the meeting today, you do have to register. You can do so at the City of Madison's website.
Happening today, the DOT is looking for your input on how to improve U.S. Highway 51. That meeting starts at 5 o'clock this evening. It's at the Stoughton Fire Department. It should last about an hour and a half. Construction on the highway is going to happen next year between Spring Road and 5th Street. Some of the improvements include reconstruction of the existing 2-lane urban section to include a travel and bicycle lane in each direction. They also include a safer space in the median for pedestrians to cross at Ashbury Lane.
Still ahead this morning, the Madison Mallard season is officially underway. The new areas they have set up for kids this season.
And temperatures are chilly out there. Most of us upper 40s, lower 50s, but that's not how colder temperatures are going to be tomorrow. We'll talk about that next.
Plus, our breaking news coverage continues following a deadly home explosion in the town of Springfield overnight. I'm Josh Ryder live on the scene with the latest from officials next.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
Try it this Memorial Day for only $14.95 plus free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Now is the best time to buy new Champion windows, because when you buy two, you get two free.
Hurry, Champion's Buy Two, Get Two free sale is for a limited time.
That's a great deal. Thanks.
Call 888-4CHAMPION or schedule your free in-home estimate online today.
Want to instantly look more attractive and years younger? The solution is whiter teeth. But you love coffee and tea, maybe even wine or smoking, and all of them stain your teeth and make them yellow. It's time you discovered Power Swabs, the fast 5-minute revolutionary treatment.
The first time I tried it, I was so surprised. My husband was so excited that he wanted to run out and get it. He said, "What have you been trying?" I said, "Well, I've tried this product called Power Swab." And he said, "I can't believe how white your teeth are." From that point on, I've been sold.
Power Swabs are guaranteed to whiten your teeth up to 2 shades after the first application. After 5-minute daily treatments for the next week, your teeth will be an average of 6 shades whiter. Power Swabs will whiten natural teeth and remove stains from veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns.
This is a Power Swab smile.
This is a Power Swab smile.
Call, go online, or scan the code on your screen right now to receive 50% off this Memorial Day. You'll also receive the Power Swab Stain Out Quick Stick, absolutely free. And in addition, you will get free shipping.
best areas that we found, unfortunately, which is probably the area that people we found were suffering the most, was from tax. And so by building this wealth optimization team, right, where we can bring in CFAs, CFPs, tax attorneys, CPAs, and really get to the heart of the matter of, targeted, risk, institutionally managed portfolios, to specialized indexing strategies, to basically helping people make that transition from accumulation to distribution and understand that it's a whole nother game.
Certain this is gonna work?
Nothing to it.
For imprint certain?
Certainty matters. 4imprint is your home for promo gear to wow clients and inspire your team. Check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
The nation's top call for action team is going strong at News 3 Now, with more than 160 cases closed and over $444,000 recovered. If you need help moving forward, call for action only on News 3 Now.
Breast cancer is the most common form of cancer in women. Join the News 3 Now team in the fight against breast cancer at the Susan G. Komen More Than Pink Walk, Saturday, June 8th at the Alliant Energy Center.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning, moving forward.
We're back at 6:45. I'm Josh Spreiter, continuing our breaking news coverage in the town of Springfield this morning, where one person was killed in a home explosion overnight. Take a look at the scene behind me. This is Capitol View Road, just northwest of the Middleton Airport. This home exploded around 11 o'clock last night, and one person was killed in this incident. Right now, firefighters and deputies are still investigating what caused this fire. We do know that the DCI has been called in to help investigate due to the nature of this incident. The scene much quieter right now compared to just a few hours ago. The Middleton Fire Chief told me earlier this morning that his crews will be back out here later today to continue that investigation. Right now, they're waiting for the smoke and the rest of those hot spots to burn out. Again, one person was killed. We do not know the identity of that person. We are still awaiting more details from authorities in this investigation. Guys, we'll provide you any updates as we get them this morning.
All right, Josh, thank you very much. We'll check back in just a bit.
All right, Savannah's got to look at that first warn forecast now. Boy, summer's right around the corner, huh?
Yeah, it is. Meteorological summer actually starts June 1st, this upcoming Saturday, just 3 days away. The summer solstice 23 days away. So we are going to feel much more like summer heading into Sunday, the second half of this upcoming weekend. And the second day of June compared to where we sit right now, 50 in Madison, as well as McFarland, Deerfield, 52 in Middleton. No one in Dane County is in the upper 40s anymore, but that is a different story to our northwest and also west. Lone Rock sitting at 48, Camp Douglas at 46. That's going to be where most of us start the day off tomorrow, lower to mid 40s, and then again Friday morning, most of us mid to upper 40s. So it is going to be chilly out there the next couple of days. We do have a northerly flow and also clear skies, both of those conditions. That's why we're seeing a little bit cooler of weather this morning. Winds stay out of the north today. Few clouds here and there, maybe a stray shower. I think most, if not all of us, stay dry across southern Wisconsin as temperatures warm into the mid to upper 60s today. It'll be warmer out there tomorrow after that chilly start. You can see temperatures widespread across southern Wisconsin, falling into the 40s, lower to mid 40s out there expected for everyone. And then tomorrow, that's when we gradually warm up a little bit more. Expect to be near 70 degrees. Most of us lower to mid 70s. Still stays dry. So the good news is we have a couple days before humidity levels rise and storm chances are going to increase. That's not going to be the case until Friday, second half of Friday. That's when dew points are going to rise. So when you have dew points between 60 and as low as 50, that's when it's comfortable. You start heading towards 60, 65 degrees. That's when it starts to feel a little humid outside. We could even be talking about dew points 65 to close to 70 degrees. That's when it's going to be really muggy out there. Second half of this upcoming weekend, Sunday, and then into early next week. So we have to watch that time frame. Maybe a couple storms coming with the humidity levels increasing as well. Until then, enjoy the calm weather, quiet sunshine, lower and cooler temperatures. It does stay below normal the next couple of days. Friday and Saturday, that's when you can expect temperatures to warm back to average. And then after that, we're up to 81 on Sunday. Lower 80s do look to stick around for some time, guys. That's well above average for this time of year.
All right, Savannah, thank you. In more local news, several groups are launching a new campaign to combat ongoing food insecurity in Madison. The Madison Area Democratic Socialists of America and Freedom, Urban Triage, and the Poor People's Campaign want to cancel $235,000 in school meal debt that MMSD families currently owe. They want to do that through a community-wide mutual aid fundraiser.
We believe that investing in wellness, investing in healthy meals, investing in food fit for human beings should be a priority in MMSD and a priority elsewhere.
The groups also support the creation of a universal school meal system, giving free lunch to all students.
The Madison Mallards are back. Fans watched their home opener at Warner Park last night and saw some new changes. That includes new video board, turf, and a kids play area. We checked out the play area. It includes an inflatable zip line so kids can zip line just like the mascot does before each game. There's also an inflatable obstacle course. The Duck Pond now also home to the Nightmares, the city's new softball team. They'll start playing next month.
All right, yeah, a little rainy last night, but they got through it.
They got it in.
Scored 18 runs.
18-10 last night.
That's a lot of runs. All right, coming up in the morning sprint, we have more on the breaking news of the home fire and explosion overnight near Middleton.
Reminder, if you get a little kiddo turning 3 soon, send us a picture. We'll show it on TV to help them celebrate.
News 3 Now, moving forward in Madison.
Ride Chip.
Don't worry, my cousin's got a guy.
Right now, get 2-for-1 windows and no interest for 1 year.
Hurry, call now. Call 866 for Feldco.
You want it, we got it, it's all here. Rosemont it. You want the night lights, the bright lights, I'll put you in the spotlight light. Yeah. You want style, well now I'll show you where you gotta be. Tell you what you gotta see. Oh, it's gonna make you smile. You want it, we got it, it's all here. Rosemont.
Summertime fun is in full swing in Rosemont. From grand slams to hot jams. To Rosemont it your way, start at rosemont.com.
Rosemont.
Ruggability. We straight made that word up. How else to describe the otherwise indescribable, rugged, capable, incredible versatility and affordability of a Honda SUV? Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com calls Honda the best value brand. Car and Driver calls Honda the winningest brand in 10 best history. But we like ruggability, and you'll like the incredifantabulous deals, so see your Wisconsin Heartland Honda dealer today. Honda gets Wisconsin.
I have moderate to severe Crohn's disease. Now there's Skyrizi.
Things are looking up. I've got symptom relief. Control of my Crohn's means everything to me. Control is everything to me.
Feel significant symptom relief at 4 weeks with Skyrizi, including less abdominal pain and fewer bowel movements. Skyrizi is the first IL-23 inhibitor that can deliver remission and visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. And the majority of people experienced long-lasting remission at 1 year.
Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, had a vaccine, or plan to. Liver problems may occur in Crohn's disease.
Now's the time to ask your gastroenterologist how you can take control of your Crohn's with Skyrizi.
Control is everything to me.
Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
Trust your feet to Morgan's shoes.
Why Nout? Why not? Feel the comfort and durability of Nout footwear at Morgan Shoes. Nout shoes and sandals feature full-grain leathers in a multitude of colors. Nout's cork and latex composite insole is designed for daily comfort and support, and they are made to last. You'll enjoy Nout's luxury. Shop Morgan Shoes Hilldale for your next pair.
Comfort with style. Trust your feet to Morgan Shoes.
Morgan Shoes Hilldale.
Learning to play better golf can be a challenge for anyone, so let PGA professional Joel Weitz improve your play the fundamental way with simple 1-minute golf tips. Fridays on News 3 Now at noon. Brought to you by Vitence Golfland. First warn weather, keeping you ahead of the storms.
6:53, time for the morning sprint.
Back to breaking news from overnight. One person is dead after a fire and explosion at a home in the town of Springfield. The Dane County Sheriff's Office says its deputies and multiple fire crews responded to this home engulfed in flames. It happened on Capitol View Road at about 11 o'clock last night. You're seeing a live look of the destruction of that home in Springfield. The flames are mostly out now. Crews, though, still clearing the home for further inspection. Right now, Capitol View Road is back open.
We've been keeping our eye on I-94 overnight. All lanes back open this morning after a crash last night killed one person and injured 2 others. 3 cars crashed just after 7 o'clock at mile marker 277 in Jefferson County. The DOT says someone was headed east, left the road, crossed the median, and then went into westbound traffic. The 2 people hurt are expected to survive.
We now know the names of the teens killed in a Dodge County crash on Memorial Day. 19-year-old Luis Gamillo blew a stop sign at County Highway Double T's intersection with State Highway 1660. He died, so did 3 of his passengers, 18-year-old Alex Hernandez, 17-year-old Eric Gamillo Caldaza, and 16-year-old Yvonne Herrera. The 5th person in the car, an 18-year-old La Follette student, is in critical condition in the hospital.
A man is facing criminal charges this morning for allegedly assaulting a police officer at the pro-Palestinian protest encampment on UW-Madison's campus. Officers say a man pulled an officer down and tried to take her wooden baton. It happened the day officers removed the encampment on Library Mall. Detectives arrested the man Friday. He was booked into the Dane County Jail.
Monroe County's 911 provider is currently experiencing an outage. It's affecting both the landline and cellular 911 calls in the county and some surrounding counties as well. Rerouting is in place for some of those providers, but if you can't get through to 911, you can reach Monroe County's dispatch. That number 608-269-6363.
The jury in Donald Trump's criminal election interference trial will receive deliberation instructions today. Yesterday, Trump's lawyers questioned the credibility of former Trump lawyer and fixer Michael Cohen. The prosecution told the jury the case is about the former president, not Cohen. If convicted, the judge could sentence Trump to jail time.
The U.S. says it's suspending use of a maritime corridor it's been using to get aid to civilians in southern Gaza. Rough seas damaged the pier yesterday and over the weekend. Repairs could take more than a week on top of the time needed to re-anchor it to the coast. Right now, officials say land drops will continue where possible.
Temperatures stay below average the next couple of days. We'll see calm and comfortable weather, though. 68 Wednesday, 71 Thursday. Temperatures then warm up over the weekend. That's when we have to watch maybe a couple storm chances return. Temperatures, though, are going to top out in the lower, maybe even a couple areas that reach the mid-80s. Scattered showers and storms. That's also, unfortunately, when humidity levels are going to rise. So dew points are going to be pushing, 65, maybe even close to 70 degrees Sunday and Monday. So it'll feel kind of gross outside.
At least we've got 2 calm days here.
Exactly. Enjoy Wednesday and Thursday while you have them.
All right. Yeah, absolutely. All right, Savannah, thank you. Thanks for waking up with us, folks. We've got another check on the breaking news, plus your weather coming up in 30 minutes.